Okay, welcome to our second video in our series about inventory insanity that's taking place, not just here in the Twin Cities, but just across the country, and just some education on some things that we are tracking feverishly, just given the fact that this is impacting our business tremendously. You think about, we get paid when we sell a house, right? We're commission based, and when we as advisors don't have houses to sell, well, that impacts our day-to-day activity. So today I'm going to talk about two different factors: just the cost of goods in building homes soaring right now, and then the other is going to be about this flood of institutional investors, people coming into residential real estate that are bringing these all-cash offers because they're seeing it as a safer investment versus maybe some other assets that are out there for their clients. So let's talk about kind of the triple whammy really briefly that is taking place with lumber, concrete, and some of these other key supplies when it comes to building a home and the impacts that that's having. So when COVID hit, a lot of these factories and manufacturers shut down, just like a lot of other businesses. That shutdown led to, again, a limited supply. When in what was happening, well, a lot of folks, my wife and I included, we started doing home renovation projects. We hired a general contractor to come in, and that general contractor has to go out, get the supplies, and the demand was still there, and that is also impacting, right, the builders that are out there. And so when those places were shut down, they really should have kept running for that. And so you have this supply that's running low. You have the demand that's high from general contractors. You have your DIYers that are out there, and you have your home builders. And so that's led to just an overall just margin differential. So like the average cost to build a house has increased by about $25,000, which pushes the average price point up. That trickles down to you as a home buyer. So that is a critical piece as to what we're seeing. The second thing I'm going to talk about is just institutional investors. So generally, as we're out here working with our buyers, we're running into multiple offers. We're running into a lot of cash offers. And those cash offers, in some cases, we don't always know, but we do understand that there's a lot more of these investors coming in because they see residential real estate as a safer place to store their dollars. They're looking at, hey, I'm going to become a landlord, or I might just acquire this property, wait it out, knowing the economics behind it, and prices will still be high, and I'll flip it in the future as well to maximize the profitability on that. So instead of maybe commercial real estate, instead of putting their dollars in the commercial buildings, those are deemed much riskier right now. And moving forward with like office spaces, right, drying up there, they're going to put their money into this residential scene. Additionally, if you go to Zillow, if you go to Open Door, I mean, Chris Lindell right here in the Twin Cities, these guaranteed offer programs, well, those are institutional investors. And so more and more people are going to that route, or they're clicking on those buttons to get an all cash offer. Not always the most advantageous thing in the world, but those folks are entering our market at an alarming rate. And here in the Twin Cities, we really haven't felt that as much as maybe a Tampa, Florida, or a Chicago or San Francisco, some of these other markets where they do play in. But that is also a big thing that we're looking at. And I think we saw a stat that about 20 to 25% of homes being bought are from institutional investors. And it's not just institutional investors, but it's your fix and flippers. It's other landlords out there that have some dry powder stored up, and they're looking to deploy it because they view residential real estate as a safer place to put their money. So those are the key variables that we want to talk about today. In our next video, we're going to be talking specifically about if you're a real estate agent, what is happening? It's feast or famine, and what might be happening in our marketplace on the real estate advisory world. So thank you so much for tuning in.